MMOGA, your gaming specialist with killer prices.
So, hello and welcome to the second round of the EGT4M, the second day this week for racing in the EGT4M. Today we have the League A, and yeah, again my co-commentator is again here. It's Mark van Hayes, the one driver of the League B. So, hello Mark.
Hello Dom, how's it going?
Yeah, everything's fine. So
We're
we
looking
are
forward to this race.
Yeah, of course, yeah, we do. I think we will see a very competitive, good racing here. The field is again pretty
Absolutely,
close.
it's going to be a very interesting one.
We have again here Rotek Subalu. It's one of the new drivers of the EGT4M League A. He trained a lot lately with us in the trainings lobbies, and for us it was directly sure that he's a League A driver. So yeah. Then we have here VP Cobra. We know him from the last round. Here Makula, the winner of the first sprint race on St. Croix 2 weeks ago. Who else we have here? We have here Splash, Crazy John, I think also very or good known in the community. We have here AP Meister, then another German driver in the BMW M4 Magic World 66. Then from the Monkey Boy Racing we have Castor Troy. Then Turismo Lici, our American French guy. And yeah, that's the field here. So yeah, we are looking way forward to that race, because I think it will be again very close racing here. So yeah, we have in a few minutes Kidstick as well here, the last driver, which is missing. Here Manu joined as well in the Ferrari 458 Italia. Yeah, so I think everything is set. Is set here. Kidstick as well here in the Porsche on track right now. So we have all League A drivers now ready to fight here for the Super Pole first here. So the first 4 drivers of the qualification. The qualification duration is 10 minutes. So yeah, we have then the Super Pole for the fastest 4 drivers of the qualification, and they will do then a 1 lap shootout. So yeah, the lobby has resetted now. So the qualification is open for 10 minutes now. So Mark, let's see. Now no tactics anymore. Now only the fast lap is counting.
What kind of lap times do you expect?
I saw Rotek very fast. He was driving my lap times. So I'm pretty sure that he will be fast as well. I think the fastest I saw till now was a 10.3 here. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that we see during the Super Pole with the soft tires, we will see maybe 1 minute 9 or very low, like 10.0 or something like that. So yeah. But I think I saw Rotek in the McLaren. He had a very decent last round. I think he's currently position 3 in the championship. Marcola is leading after round 1. Then on second place is Psycho, our Italian friend here in the Dodge Viper. So yeah. On position 3 we have then Rotek, and they're all pretty close, because you have also to think the drivers here are fighting for prizes and for pokals, for trophies. And yeah, we will see which drivers from League A and League B at the end will get the trophies for the first 3 places, and also for the fastest laps. Who has the most fastest laps during the whole season will get a trophy, a hot hot lap trophy or a fastest lap trophy. Everything can be read on our homepage EGT4M.com. So yeah, and also you write, Mark, because I have you now here. You're writing the race reports, very good written from round 1 at Song Crew. So yeah, we were looking forward to another very good race report from you. But they are simply amazing.
Yeah, thank you. I try. It's not always easy to write a race report on a race where you actually participated. So this is always a bit difficult also to write about your own race without trying to be partial. But it's quite easy to do for the League A races, and the League A races are also very exciting, because it's in both League B and League A. Actually, I think the fights are very good, but League A is, well, it's a different league, as simple as that.
Yeah, and we see here directly, like I was thinking, At the beginning, Marcola again very fast here in his GTR. He's always fast. You see him almost never training for something, but at the end, he's always fast. He needs only a few laps to get adapt to the track, to the limits, and how fast you can go with it. But yeah, we see something similar to the last round. We have Marcola and Cobra on position 1 and 2, almost the same speed driving, and then we have Rotec. So, but still, Psycho. So our Italian friend is on position 9 right now, but I think he will be a bit faster now. Let's see. But I think for it's still at 11. But I think for yeah, now my game crashed. Now I don't see anything anymore. Very good, Gran Turismo. That's very nice. Come on, let's get me back. Now I have here the please wait thing. Oh, that's now very annoying. In the middle of the qualification to get an error and the picture is not coming back. Standing please wait. And it's still standing please wait. Come on. I wanna see racing and not please wait. I think I will restart the PlayStation fast. So yeah, but you can describe what's happening right now. Maybe I have to restart the PlayStation. I cannot do anything about it right now. Okay, now we don't hear Mark as well anymore because I'm out of the party. So yeah, we're restarting the PlayStation very fast now. The whole day was nothing happened here, and now of course when we start the qualification the stupid PlayStation crashes. Or the game crashes. After all, the PlayStation didn't crash. But let's see that we get Asa back into the action. Yeah, we don't want to see that. Do not report, come on. So yeah, and also hello Rabauke. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming into the stream and watching the EGT4M League A. Have to restart the game right now because the game crashed and then it stuck in the please wait. And of course, hello as well to the rest in the stream. Would be nice if you post the link everywhere, you know, that we get here as many as people watching as possible. Then 10 laps before the end from the main race, we will also start the driver of the day voting. I will post the link then in the stream chat so everybody can vote then for their driver of the day. So I have to put the overlay for a second away. So we'll come exactly to the end now. Back to the screen where we have the race. Here we have it. So come on, load. I wanna see the end. Now we most probably have no times from the qualification. Now we have also to join the party again. Most probably we don't see the party now. Or it's loading like hell because we are joining the server right now. Or we only get errors everywhere now. Really no problems during the whole day, and now everywhere problems. And of course I don't see my party, so we have to invite Mark again. To say it makes me a bit angry right now. Everything loads that long. Let's see that we get here a bit more action. It looks like the fastest lap time right now is from Subaru, so our new driver is leading. 1:10.4, pretty fast lap. Psycho on position 3, so these 4 drivers right now are in the Super Pole. And we are only a few seconds away from the Super Pole, or for the end of the qualification. NAP Meister again a bit faster. Yeah, but still the Porsche, like we have known at the beginning, the Porsche is pretty fast here. Yo, hey Nameless, welcome to the stream here. Would be nice if you could post a link on Facebook and everywhere, you know, that we get very much watches here. Yeah, but still, we have Subaru, the new driver, on position 1, Markola on position 2. On position 3 currently we have Psycho AP Meister on position 4. And I think the qualification will go not very long anymore. And Subaru now with a 1:10.3, so very fast. So Markola now with one more lap. Well, it's over. I read it. Finish your lap. Yeah. So we have in the Super Pole Subaru, Markola, Psycho and AP Meister. So, and I will make now fast the party. I hope that it's working now. I have no idea why it hasn't worked before. Okay, it looks like we cannot create a party anymore. So yeah, that's the problem now a bit with the co-streamer. Or with the co-commentator, with Mark. So Maro is now finishing his last lap. Who else is finishing his last lap? I think only Manu. But I think from where I see him driving, yeah, that this last lap is not counting anymore. And I think Magic World is also coming to the pits. I think we are through right now. So, but still, what's with the party now? see if my party is somewhere. No, my party is nowhere. Let's see if I can join another party. Now again, so. The PlayStation Network wants to make jokes now with me. Looks like. Yeah, it's completely error everywhere. Let's see if I can create one for 2 players. Yeah, Mark, the same problem. I cannot create a party anymore. Yeah. Ah, no, I think I could now. So now Turismo Lichu will write down the results from the qualification, and then we will see. Yeah, Mark, I sent you a party. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. Have you cleared the cache? Yeah, I had the same problem. My game crashed, and then I had that stupid please wait screen, and it hasn't stopped. Very, very annoying. Makes me a bit angry as well, because the whole day no problems, and now bam. Of course. So now we have the Super Pole. I think that the 4 fastest driver of the qualification drives now the Super Pole. So we are waiting till I think I have to set something new, because I think it automatically, yeah, it switched. So now we can hear you again. I have, after every restart, I have to switch the output devices. So now we can hear you again in the stream.
Yes, I'll be with you guys in a second. I just have to restart the game so I can get back into the lobby.
Hmm. So yeah, most probably now Turismo Lichi is writing down the qualification results, and then he will tell the fastest 4 drivers to drive on track for their Super Pole. Then we have the Super Pole, like the 4th fastest of the qualification drives first, and the fastest then at last. And yeah, then we will have the starting grid, and yeah, we will see who will gain the pole position and the 2 points for the Super Pole. And everyone, maybe that's also nice to know, Everyone who reached the Super Bowl now gets 1 point and 2 points then for winning the Super Bowl. So that are also very good points for the championship if you reach or also win the Super Bowl. Yeah, Mark, how is your restarting going?
Still working on it. Just
Okay.
deleting the cache because it doesn't let me in. Restarting now.
So, and I think now the first driver is going out on track. So we are switching directly to him. Think Rotec is wrong out there. So yeah, now we see Markola with the soft tires, of course. That's how the rules say it in the EGT4M. The Super Bowl will be driven with the soft tires. Markola, one of the fastest guy in GT Sports. He was also, I think he was also at the World Finals in Austria. There he was driving the first time with the TGT, so with a wheel, and it was pretty decent result I think he did there. But so, now we concentrate to the first Super Bowl lap here for Markola. He is now over the finish line. And now the first left corner, late braking, and the car gets a bit unstable there always, but it's not a problem. Hit the apex very good, very early on throttle, and now full throttle here to the double left. And he took the hairpin as well, very good. But he is a bit wide there. Now the narrow left, the double left. And we see here very fast lap. And it's an, let's see, it's the first 9. It's the first 1-9, like I predicted earlier in our Discord, that we will see here a 1-9. And the first 1-9 here was driven by Markola.
And a very impressive speed.
Yeah, that's very impressive speed. And now I think next one is then Psycho now. We see him here. He's now on his outlap of the pits. So right now the fastest driver is Markola. I think he was on position 3 or 2 in the last round. The results of last round and everything and the championship standings are like usually on our homepage on EGT4M.com. So let's see. Last time, 2 weeks ago on St. Crew, Psycho was driving an almost perfect, or maybe it was the perfect lap on St. Crux. Unbelievable speed he had there. I think he was 2 or 3 tenths faster in the second place. Was the fastest lap overall 2 weeks ago. So, but now his lap starts. We stay in his bumper cam to see the lap. Very late braking, it goes a bit wide there, but he goes now back to the inside. Let's see if that was fast or not. Can clearly see that the car has very much rotation, but maybe that's the way you have to drive the wiper for the front tires. A very good double left here. I think it was faster than Markola, so maybe we see another very good lap here from Giovanni, from Psycho. And now maybe the top speed. It's now a top speed race between the fast GTR and the fast Viper. But at the end it's a 10-1. So Markola still on position 1. And Psycho on position 2. Most probably Rotec had a mistake somewhere. And now comes the fastest driver from the qualification now with a 1:10.3, so maybe he will smash now a new lap record here for the EGT4M. But he's still in the pits, and now he's driving out. Sabalu is driving out. He's the newcomer of the EGT4M, so he drove he drove a few training lobbies with us. And he was always very fast there with the Cayman. And let's see how fast he can go now with his Cayman in the Super Pole, if he shows nerves or not. And the first lap he goes a bit slower, to not being too harsh to his tires. So, but now it counts. He starts now his fast lap over the finish lane now. Let's see what his first sector will be. A bit on the outside, but he was not hitting the apex like Markola did, but that Cayman goes very well here, or works very well here on this track. And he is a bit faster, 82 thousandths of a second faster than Markola. And now the hairpin looks very stable. That looked very fast and very good, very early on throttle. Let's hear the double left-hander. It's very easy to overbrake the car there and get into the dirty marbles outside, on the outside. Very good exit here on the straight, and that looks for me for a new lap record here. Is that the Super Pole for Sabalu? And it's not. It's pole position for VP Markola by a margin of 36 thousandths of a second.
A very close margin. This is incredible.
That was very close, yeah. So we have now on position 1 the Super Pole winner, Markola, in front of our new driver Sabalu, with a very strong performance here in the qualification and of course in the super qualification, in the Super Pole as well. Then we have Psycho on position 3, and on position 4 we have then Rotec with a 111 179. But yeah, crazy speed here from the guys. Very good driving here. And very close racing. Started from the Super Pole now. So yeah, and now the grid will be set for the sprint race. The sprint race will be 13 laps. And the start will be with the standing with the fail start option. So, but I read now that Sabalu, it looks like that he had the wrong car specs. I don't know it here from this point now. That would be very bad after his strong super pole. So yeah, the grid will be set now. So we go for a short break now, and we will be here in 1 or 2 minutes.
Something's tearing me down, and I can't help but feel it's coming from you. She's a shotgun bride with the trigger cries. I just wonder what we've gotten ourselves into. In the trail of fire, I know we will be free again. Before you bury me, set your sights on the sun. My trail of fire, I know we will be free again. In the end we will be one. In a trail of fire I'll burn before you bury me. Set your sights on the sun. Something's tearing me down, and I can't help but feel it's coming from you. She's a shotgun bride with the trigger cries. I just wonder what we've gotten ourselves into. In the trail of fire, I know we will.
So we are back now. We had one disconnect, so we're waiting for Sabalu now to rejoin. Sabalu was driving with the wrong BUP specs. We check before the qualification, after the qualification, and the check after the qualification showed us that he drove with the wrong BUP. Yeah, it was only, I think, 8 kilo or 5 kilos, but still it was not the weight we had in the we wrote in the rules. So yeah, he will start now from the last position, but yeah, we will see how far he can go front. We had yesterday, we had 2 days ago on Tuesday, we had a crash in turn 1. Hopefully today will be better and we have no crashes in turn 1.
Turn 1 is a tricky one on this track because it really relies on most people driving the one main race line, and if you try to overtake on the inside, then you have blind spots everywhere, and this is really where the crashes were difficult to judge. Also, it could everyone to have a 360-degree view, which, especially in the first turn, nobody has. It's very difficult.
So yeah, I think when I look to the chat now, that we are already set for the start now. We have now 13 laps. We should see only pit stops if there has somebody damaged, but yeah, there should be no other problems. So then I would say, gentlemen, let's start your engines, and yeah. So I will put the pause away. So the start was already made. We see here 3, 2, 1, and then we will join the grid. Yeah, Sasha, it looks like that Mark didn't eat his Kinder before commentating, and that's why he cannot.
Yes, there's an incompatibility between the PlayStation Network and Kinder Chocolate. That's why.
So now we are In we go to the first position to watch the start. Let's see who will be the first one in turn 1. And again a very strong start from the 4-wheel drive car. Everybody could start, and we see now the first corner. Is there some incidents? The drivers are very careful in the first corner. But now the second corner is very hard as well for incidents. Let's see. But yeah, very gentleman-like the first few corners. Kitty came a bit to the grass. And Castor went to the inside. Oh, very late braking. He touched a bit. Cobra, let's see if he has damage. No, there's no damage. And he went inside again against Castor Troy. Side by side to the last corner. And there was a touch between each other, between Kid Stick and Cobra. And now slipstreaming here down the main straight. 4 cars behind each other. And let's see, Cobra goes to the inside first in the first corner. But Kidstick can hold the line on the outside with the Porsche. And there are 4 side by side. Oh, and Cobra touched the grass a bit. Goes a bit wider, rejoining the main line. Magic World on position 6. Let's see through the field, it's very close here. Let's see on position 1 we have Marcola still leading. It's like a copy of the sprint race 2 weeks ago. On position 2 Rotec, and on position 3 Psycho. So the first 3 in the championship on position 1, 2, 3. And the leader of the championship on position 1. And here again slipstreaming. Magic World tries to go to the inside. But Kidstick is also in the slipstream. But Kidstick goes a bit wide, and Castor Troy on position 4 now. And Magic World on position 5. And here are also very much fighting. Yeah, Sasha, we talked about that yesterday as well. It's very funny that you guys has almost the same livery. So, but now we have still in front VP Marcola, and he looked like he drives a 1:10.7 now. But he touches now a bit the wall. So he loses now very much time on the long side. We can see 1.6, 1.4 and 4/10 behind is Psycho now. Rotec switched also during the last week to a Fanatec Elite, and here to the inside tried Magic World to overtake. Yeah, Rotec changed from the Trustmaster to the Fanatec, and we see that he's now also very competitive to the Fanatec Elite with V3 Club Sport pedals with the McLaren wheel, so he's now full supported in this game with the Fanatec stuff. So if you're interested also in the Fanatec, then please click our link in the description, because the EGT4M is partner of the Fanatec. Let's see, Crazy John on position 7, on 8 Cobra. He goes, and he touched there the wall again. Splash on 9, on 10 Sabalu. On position 11 we have Turismo Lici. AP Meister on position 12 again. It's a bit behind. Normally that's also a very fast guy. And the Ferrari on the last position now, but still right behind the field. Yeah, the gap between A and B is not that big. I think it's also related to the track, because it's a short track, and on a longer track maybe the gap is a bit bigger between the lap times, but on a short track of course the difference, I think, yeah, I was already thinking about that the gap will be not that big like on other tracks. But yeah, and we have still Castor Troy on position 4, but Magic World is right behind him in the slipstream. Let's jump now in the bumper view. He goes in the slipstream. We see them side by side now. And yeah, but Magic on the outside. It's very hard here to overtake because the cars are almost have all the same speed on the straight. The difference is only the tire fuel usage and everything, but the rest is pretty equal. But right now, it looks like for me that the race is very fair. There were no incidents right now. But let's jump back to Markola. He's only 110 in front of Rotek. So Rotek is now, let's see, 10.9. Yeah, he was 3/10 faster than Markola, and he drives now very confident. Yeah, the first three are in their own league right now. They are flying away from the rest of the field, and then right behind we have Magic World. There was a touch on the straight, and Kidstick could get closer, and Magic World now have overtaken Castor Troy. It's Midnight Crew against Monkey Boys, and Mike is through now. Let's see if we can get the incident on the straight. No, we are too late. I wanted to wait if there is another fight there. But now Magic World is on position 4. Magic Mike is more in a movie than here driving. But maybe Mike can do a bit more magic here. And was there a contact? Let's see if there was a contact. Let's see. No, there was no contact. It was only looking like that. There was a contact. But now the Mitsubishi is going back to the slipstream. But the BMW is also very fast, and he cannot go to the inside. Oh, but very late braking here from Castor. And that's very hard fighting. And now Mike goes to the grass and crashes to the wall. And he has now to wait till the pack. Yeah, no, I'm not doing some striptease tonight. But I wanted to see what happened there with Mike, and I missed it again. Let's see if we can get it again. There were many contacts, and I think there was a contact from Castor. We have to watch that in the replay after the race. And we have here the fight for the lead. Markola against Rotek, and Rotek on the outside, fighting side by side. There's also a chance for Psycho to get closer to them. Let's see the tires, but the tires on Psycho's car are pretty worn. But the tires on Rotec's car looking pretty good. And Rotec are now fighting for the lead here in this race. Of course he wants to win here to get a bit closer to MINKIHL in the championship. But now he lost a bit space and now Psycho's right behind him and there was contact. And now they are fighting, all three of them. Let's jump back to them. Yeah, now the gap is a bit bigger now. But again we have Sabalu with the fastest lap time in this race. But he's only on position 7. But Rotec did the setup very well. His tires are looking still pretty good. And here was a crash. Who was that? It was again Magic World again. He crashed there. Yeah, again he went on the grass there and directly turned the car. And here again Rotec comes closer and closer, and Rotec has in his slipstream, he has still Psycho there. Maybe he's hoping that they are starting fighting in front and he can gain the advantage there and can go through. And we see that the tires are pretty dead. Let's see the difference here on the right front tires. But the GTR has more front tire wear. He gets more understeering. And let's see, maybe Rotec can go now to the inside, but no. The GTR is pretty fast on straight, so it's very hard to overtake that car here. We saw that also 2 days ago in the League B. And we see that Giovanni is already, so Psycho is already very much on the limit with the Viper. But now they are very close, all three of them. So let's see the slipstream, all three cars, but Psycho's a bit too far away, and now Rotec goes to the outside. Let's see if it's enough to overtake on the outside. And can he hold the line side by side? And was there contact? And now they are really close together. One lap before the race finished, a bit on the grass here, MINKIHL, but the four-wheel drive car is not so slippery there. And Psycho and Rotec has aero damage there, and Psycho went to the inside. Was that the contact here between Rotec and Psycho, which gives MINKIHL the space to breathe? But MINKIHL touched again the wall there. And the gap gets closer and closer, but we see here that it's very close racing here as well. Almost everyone has problems now with the tires. The race is very long. And we are in the final lap. And Rotec tries everything. He's sliding with his car completely. Let's look quick to the rear. Yeah, Sabalu is now right behind kit stick, and the tires are better from Sabalu. Now he's driving with the right BOP. Castle looks like he had also a problem. But it looks very good for Makula. Only 3 corners, 2 corners, 1 corner left. Last corner for Makula. And he didn't touch the wall. That looks for another sprint race victory like 2 weeks ago. Makula on position 1, Roadtech on 2, and Psycho on 3. Congratulations guys, very good racing. And here Sabalu has overtaken at the end and drove from the last position to position 4. Very strong race for our newcomer. Splash on position 6, 7 Crazy John, 8 AP Meister, 9 Castor Troy, our winner of the Fan Boost on position 10, Turismo Lici, 11 Cobra, 10 on 12 Manu, on 13 Mike, who had 2 times very bad luck in the double left. He touched the grass. But yeah, that was the sprint race of round 2 of League 1, of League B, A, that I get it now, on League A of course. And I think it was a very amazing race, what we saw here. Very close race from everyone. There was area fights. But amazing race again. Really good racing from everyone here. Let's congratulate them. Yeah, and as well to everybody, hello here in the stream. Thank you for watching the League A here on round 2 on Blue Moon Bay Speedway Infield A. I think we saw a very amazing race here. Very many fights here. And of course I would be very happy if you would give a little tip for EGT4M for better prices in the future and everything. We will be using the tips only for a championship here to improve the prices and everything, like we did in League in Season 2 now, that we give trophies for the first 3 of each league, and of course a trophy for the driver with the most fastest laps during the season. So it would be nice if you would give a little tip, so ein kleines Trinkgeld for the EGT4M. The link is in the description. And also we are partnered with MMOJ and with Fanatec. The links are also in the subscription. Our homepage is EGT4M.com. There are all information about the championship and all news are there as well. And also in the description is the link to our Discord. Would be nice if you would join our Discord as well to get in touch with the drivers. You can ask them things, maybe setups as well. So we have now a little break here and we are right back here for the action, for a main race. In the main race we have 40 laps. The first lap is a formation lap, so the driver starting standing, and then they drive 1 warm-up lap, and then after the last corner they are doing formation and the start is rolling then. So yeah, so we go in a little break now and we will be right back when the main race starts here. So see ya in, let's say, 5 minutes.
the trail of fire, I know we will be free again. In the end we will be one. In a trail of fire I'll burn before you bury me. Set your sights on the sun. Something's tearing me down, and I can't help but feel it's coming from you. She's a shotgun bride with the trigger cries. I just wonder what we've gotten ourselves into. In the trail of fire, I know we will be free again. In the end, we will be one. In a trail of fire, I'll burn before you bury me. Set your sights on the sun. Trail of fire, I know we will be free again. In the end, we will be one. In a trail of fire, I'll burn before you bury me. Set your sights on the sun.
So we are back here. So the host is also back. We made a little break here for the drivers after the sprint race to get a bit down. I think it's always a bit better, and to get a short break between the races. And yeah, we will hopefully see a good formation lap now. The first formation lap 2 weeks ago was very good. So yeah, let's see how that is working. Yeah, for market looks like it's not working today. So I'm giving away the pause. So yeah, the race will start in a few seconds. Yeah, Sasha, we saw it. We saw it. And yeah. We have to talk about that because we had now 2 races and it was not working very good the last 2 races. But yeah, we still learn from each race and we will talk about each race afterwards. I think we talk very much together, the drivers and the stuff. So we will get the formation lab done. We also make some rule changes for the next round. We had the rule change ready. I think on Monday we had the rule change ready, but we didn't want to change the rules one day before the round starts. So yeah, we will change the rules in the next week, and we think we can get it much closer racing. And yeah, we see here 6 seconds till the main race starts. So good luck to all drivers, and again, hello to the whole stream here. Thank you for watching, and also thank you for the tip, Mark. We appreciate it very much. So let's see that we can join here the grid. Come on, let me join the grid for the formation lab. What happened now? Connection to the server. Okay, interesting. We are out of the server. But that should be not a big deal because now it's the only the formation lab. But I don't see the server anymore. So that's very nice now. I don't see the server now anymore. I don't know why I was falling out of the server. Okay, here we have the server again. Looks like the server crashed because I see only 1 from 16. Hopefully not the whole server crashed now because I see only 1 from 16. Really annoying stuff today here with the PSN and the game. No, it looks like the server crashed. Yeah, pretty awesome. Very strange. Exactly when we started the race, the server crashed. So I think I will put a bit more music now till we have the grid again ready. Today I think there are some problems with the PSN. So yeah, sorry for the delay now for the main race. I hope that we get fixed that very fast, and yeah, we'll see us in 1 or 2 minutes till the grid is ready. So stay tuned here.
In the trail of fire, I know we will be free again. In the end, we will be one. In a trail of fire, I'll burn before you bury me. Set your sights on the sun. Something's tearing me down, and I can't help but feel it's coming from you. She's a shotgun bride with the trigger cries. I just wonder what we've gotten ourselves into. In the trail of fire, I know we will be free again. Set your sights on the sun. Mind is willing, soul remains. This one cannot be saved. From the drawn into the fire. Mind is willing, soul remains. This one cannot be saved. From the drawn into the fire. Bring it on home. Bring it on home.
So now it looks everything set now. We are in the formation lab now. I'm only looking if the keyboard is on. Keyboard is also on. So everything is set now for the race. On pole position now, Turismo Lici, the first 10 from the sprint race are turned now. So Turismo Lici is now on position 1. And the 3 fastest of the sprint race are on position 10, 9, 8. Then we have Cobra, Manu and Mike. So Magic World. So now we have the last turn, and then they should make the formation. Hopefully League B is watching now. And here they're coming. Let's see if the angles are the same, yeah. So yeah, The formation looks pretty good. And the drivers are coming now to the finish lane. And let's see who's going in the first corner first. And the start happened. And there are 3 side by side to the first corner. Oh, there are 4 drivers. That will be very close there. But there was no contact. That was a very good starting procedure now here. And here Sabalu on the third on the grass on the outside, and he lost very many positions. And Castor Troy on position 1. So Monkey Boy is leading here. Crazy John on position 2. And AP Meister on 3. Legion 4. On 5 we have Splash and Psycho again. On position 6, a very good start from him. Like in the last race he won. Last time he won the main race 2 weeks ago. And now he's in the slipstream. But let's see the front drivers. Manu again with a damage. Yeah, but Crazy John cannot attack here. And now we have here the first 3 drivers. Castle Troy, Crazy John, AP Meister and Turismo Lici. Also very interesting will be the strategies here. The only thing I cannot see right now are the laps somehow. It's also very interesting. But it should be 40 laps. I'm not seeing the 40 laps right now. Maybe go back to the lobby screen. Okay, that's very interesting. Why it's not displayed? And they are all driving side by side. And they're fighting for the lead. And Crazy John now in the lead with the Honda NSX Group 4. So our Greek friend is in the lead now. Yeah, Sasha, it's like that. You can drive 3 lines or driving lines in the first corner on the outside, completely to the inside and in the middle, so it's possible to go 3 wide there. And the field is still pretty close, and Psycho is already fighting here with Splash, and Markula will come now as well in the slipstream most probably. He's going into the slipstream, not very good exit, and AP Meister again. He lost very many positions. And Psycho goes to the inside, but Splash has overtaken him back. So Splash now again on position 4. And Crazy John still in the lead. And Marcola and Psycho, they are fighting here very hard. Oh, and Marcola goes wide. But no damage, but Marcola was on the outside. Let's see that fast in the replay. Okay, we have no replay function here right now. We have no replay function. Try to switch fast back. Okay, we have no replay function here. It's not working. So we have to investigate that maybe after the race, because we cannot watch it here again. What happened there? Was there a contact? Was it very hard driving? We don't know it here. The only thing we know is that Markula is now away from the first 5 or 6 drivers. Will he come back with a good strategy or not? Turismo Lici now on position 3, Castor Troy on position 2, and Crazy John on position 1. We see very good tire wear here from Crazy John, but Castor Troy still is right behind him. Splash also a very good race till now. He's on 4th position, his best position till now. Let's hope that he can stay so much up front. Lici has to stay to the inside, but he went a bit wide because he was braking late and he lost 2 positions there against Splash and Kidstick in the Cayman, and Psycho's right behind him. Here are 6 cars into, let's see, into 2 seconds. So here now the slipstream can get the wiper inside. But we see here the cars has almost all the same top speed, so even in the slipstream it's very hard to overtake. And here one driver goes wide, it's Kidstick, but even on the outside you can come with a higher end speed out. And Kidstick is still on 4th position, very strong race here from him. And Markula is coming back, he's not far away, he's only 7 seconds behind. But we will see also in a few laps, I think in the next lap we will see the first pit stops, and then we can see the first strategies here. And Apemeister is also right behind the pack here. Then we have Markula, Magic World, Sabalu, Rotek and Manu. And Rotek also very far behind. He was also in the pits. And Castor Troy has overtaken Crazy John, but Crazy John now again in the slipstream. Can he go to the inside, side by side to the first corner? And here we see behind as well where the fights. And Crazy John can hold the line and he's now in front, but now it's Castor in the inside. That was very late from Crazy John, but he can hold the car. He's very good in holding the car like that when the car is in the drift. He's very driving on the limit there. And Rotek now with the fastest lap with the new tires, most probably. And Kidstick now on position 3, and on 4 again we have now Turismo Lici and Psycho on position 5. But no, he cannot overtake there, Psycho, but he's right behind Lici, and maybe he can go now in the slipstream. Let's look in the front row. We have here again a slipstream fight, but now the pit stops are coming. And Turismo Lici now 3 side by side. 3 side by side in the first corner. In the inside Cobra, but he breaks a bit early. He don't want to risk here a damage and to pit longer. I think that's also the slipstream driving here, that the drivers here can drive 1 lap longer. And we have Saigu now already on position 3. Of course, Castor Troy was in the pits, so that's also a reason why he's now 2nd and not 3rd. But still, the drivers here very close. And now most probably, yeah, Crazy John has to pit now, as well as Psycho has, Cobra also now, everyone has to drive to the pits now. And Apemeister has also to repair his car here. So now Crazy John will come to the pits now. Let's see. Yeah, he's coming to the pits now. And Psycho can stay one more lap to the... can stay one more lap. Maybe he drove with a higher... maybe he drove with a higher mapping to save fuel here. And he goes a bit to the marbles. Yeah, Sasha, Will is... lives in French. Lives in... yeah, he's a French guy. He lives, I think, near to the airport in Paris, I think. But he drives with an American account. You have to ask him why, I don't know. No, he didn't talk German, he's talking French and English. Mark van Hees is talking English and German. So yeah, Psycho now has to go to the pits. That's for sure. I think that he saved a bit fuel. So let's see what 4 tires he's using now. And Crazy John is after the pit stop still on second position, and we see that he has not refilled the tank completely, so he has only 50% of the tank capacity in the car now. And now is Psycho in the pits, new tires of course. And let's see how much fuel he takes. Most probably when the strategy is the same like in round 1, he puts completely full. So he will be now a bit more behind. Yeah, he's now on position 5. And Markola now is right. He's now in front of him, but Markola has took a bit more fuel now. No, Sasha. Mark van Hees can speak German as well. But Ligi, so Will can only is talking French and English. So yeah, so we have now Splash on position 1, so maybe Crazy John made a little mistake there. And now he touched there the wall, so we will see an attack of the Honda in a few seconds as well, because he lost very much speed there. I'm looking now if somebody's missing, but I think all drivers are still there. We have 12 drivers in the race. But yeah, it was not enough to attack. Let's see who left the server. Sabalu left the server, okay. We have to see at the end if we have to punish for a rage quit or not, because rage quitters are not very famous for us. So Splash went to the grass here. And Splash again with a mistake, and he is now from position 1 to 5 back, but he has no damage, that's important. Psycho no damage. And Markola is now on position 3, let's see. Yeah, Psycho has not refilled completely, but still, I think from a strategy he's on a 1 pit stop, 2 pit stops maybe. Have to see that, and yeah. Now attack from Cobra to Crazy John. And now Cobra is leading the race. I think that are the first leading meters for Cobra. Has a bit more fuel in the tank, Crazy John. And Markola, so Crazy John is now really under attack from the GTRs, from the VP guys. And not far behind, only 5 seconds behind Cobra, and comes Psycho in the Viper. The only problem is that we don't see really the laps, but we can only see the laps on the right side. And Giovanni, so Psycho is driving now a bit faster than the fastest lap. Fastest laps are Also very important in the EGT4M for the trophy for the most fastest lap. And Markola is now attacking Crazy John, and he's now on position 2 and Crazy John on position 3. Yeah, that's true. Everything can change in the last lap. And I think the strategy will change here a lot as well, because, for example, Psycho is in a longer strategy now. His second stint will be much longer. AP Meister on position 5. Castor on 6. But he's also on a longer second stint. I don't know how he managed it, but his strategy was very, very good. Maybe his last stint was too long. But yeah, at the end, I think also the second place in the race was very good from him. So yeah, Crazy John now in the slipstream. He comes closer and closer, and he gets to the inside. And he drifts a bit, but he can hold the line somehow. But now Markola is again in the inside. And yeah, very hard fighting here for the second place. And Psycho comes closer and closer. I think also there are only 4 seconds. Also AP Meister comes closer and closer. And here the fight is also very open between Castor, Litchi, Rotek and Splash. Now they are side by side. But let's jump back to the fight. Yeah, but here Crazy John lost a bit maybe in the last few corners, because Markola is now a bit away from him. So let's go back to these guys here. Slipstream racing here from the 3 cars. Rotek now in the inside. No, in the middle, now in the inside. On the outside we have Litchi. And now they are completely turned. So now on the inside is Castor. And Castor still on position 7, so yeah, the positions are the same. And yeah, Magic World on position 10. It's not his day. Maybe it's one of his drop rounds, because one of the races will be dropped. And Kid Stick also a bit far behind, but yeah, almost 1 minute behind. Also not his day here on this track. And still Cobra is leading the race. The 2 GTRs here in front. Very strong performance from the GTR guys. And also from Crazy John. Amazing race till now. But he gets again a bit wide there. But it looks like that he managed his tires very well. Maybe he has not to change it during the next pit stop. And around on lap 20 I will post the link for your driver of the day, so you can vote then for your driver of the day. The winner of this vote gets then +1 point for the championship given by the community. And both were touching here the wall at the exit of the last turn, and here now out of the slipstream overtake from Rotec, and he's now in position 6. His tires are pretty worn. Of course, you can always change your livery, only you have stick to the livery rules, like no alcoholic, no pornographic stuff on the car, and on the rear wing has to be the logo, and your number plates has to be on the car, but the rest is open to you. You can drive every race other livery. I don't care about that stuff because I like if there are many liveries in the game. So yeah, and again, for better prices and for the upcoming season, and maybe to appreciate our work here for the EGT4M, to support us, we would appreciate every tip. So jedes Trinkgeld what you give, the link is in the description. We will use the money only for the EGT4M. And we have here the overtake, and here there was a touch, he was almost losing the car. Was a little snap oversteer out of the corner. And yeah, we will use the money for the streams, for the EGT4M, for the homepage. So if you guys want to support the EGT4M, you can do it. The link is in the description. We would appreciate that very much. And also thank you for following us and watching the stream here also. I hope we can give you amazing racing here. I enjoyed very much to watch the guys here driving, because the field is very close, very many fights. And if Cobra can bring that home, we have then the third winning driver here, different winning driver here. Then we have one win, so 2 wins from MINKIHL, 1 win from Psycho and 1 from Cobra, but the race is still long. We have still 14 laps to go. We are also partner from Fanatec and MMOGA, so if you plan to update your sim hardware, we would appreciate it also very much if you do it over our links, our partner links. The links are on our homepage on the right side and also in the video description. So let's see. We have here on the first 3 places, on the Crazy John here with a snap oversteer out of the hairpin, and he has here also a bit damage. So maybe there was somewhere a mistake, but still we have on the first 3 places we have Cobra, and Cobra is now going to the pits, I think, yeah. And MINKIHL as well, most probably. And now we have leading Psycho. He was refilling the car much more than the rest of the field. Crazy John as well, they are on completely different strategies. He will use also new tires. Fastest lap now also from Psycho. And Crazy John now out of the pits on position 6. So we see a P-Meister now with a completely other strategy than Crazy John, for example, and also Castor Troy, MINKIHL also, but still on position 3, but 14 seconds behind Psycho, and he will drive a few laps more. So who you guys think is winning this race? Yeah, Sasha, we can talk about that after the race here. But still, Psycho and Cobra, Psycho now in the lead, 10 seconds in front of Cobra. Now Cobra with new tires, so he will get closer to Psycho. but I think Cobra has to pit one more time, and Marcola as well. So we have right now, I think, if they cannot catch up to Psycho, he will beat then. Maybe again on a very crazy strategy, maybe a bit harder strategy, because you have to look about your tires a bit more. And the short shifting in the Viper is also very fuel saving. But you can also do that in the GTR. But the strategies are completely different, because maybe they have to pit a bit earlier because of the tire wear. Because the tire wear on the 4-wheel drive cars are bigger than on the other cars, on the rear wheel tires, tired cars. So yeah, on the rear wheel drive cars, maybe that's a better spelling for it. And here we have a fight for position 4. AP Meister now comes in the slipstream. No, it's not exactly in the slipstream. Now they're side by side. The Jaguar a bit faster on straights, and he's in front now. Can Castletroy counter here in the first corner? No, he cannot. Very clean overtake from AP Meister on the straight. But we see here also that the gap between League A and B here on the Blue Moon Infield A is not very big. The times are almost the same. And Rotec most probably will drive through, and he's fighting here with Lychee. Yeah, Sasha, maybe you can promote me more on Facebook, maybe, or on GT Planet. It's not very, maybe on platforms like Facebook, when you write my name somewhere or give the link somewhere, maybe that as well, and promote the EGT4M. That's, I think, the most important part. And Magic World lost the car there as well. Again. Looks like in the right corner he touched the grass and spun around. Not his day to day. It looks like it's his drop round. And Psycho is driving like a robot today. No mistake. Oh, there was Cobra sliding very much. And here we see the drivers coming out of this fast right corner. And here comes Rotec now. I think he's right now on the 3rd position in the championship. And Magic World in the pits, we can see the tires are pretty worn here. And the car is completely damaged. Really not his day to day. As well like Manu also. So, and I will post now in the stream chat the link for the driver of the day voting. So please vote for your driver of the day. Link is now in the stream chat. Vote for your driver, and the winner gets then 1 point more. And Psycho only 6.7 seconds in front now. Yeah, Cobra's last lap was not very good because maybe of that long slide there in that right corner. And Marcola is flying a 1:10.2 with the medium tires, but with only half. Only with, I think, not 25% in the tank right now when he drove the lap. And Psycho is in the pits. So he saw that Cobra and Marcola coming closer and closer, so he takes now new tires. That the gap gets not too big. And I think he takes now the fuel to drive through. So again, in the stream chat is the link for the driver of the day voting. I can post it again. Please vote for your driver of the day. The driver will get 1 point more for the championship. Driver with the most votes. There is Molici on position 9, 10 kid stick. Very unspectacular race from him as well, but yeah, it's pretty, I don't want to say pretty bad, but with the Porsche it was much more possible. Maybe he knows it as well, maybe he's angry as well driving now. Also with the Ferrari was much more possible. And Copra now in front of Markula, only 0.5 of a second. AP Meister on position 3, Crazy John on position 4, and he touched there again the grass a bit, but Giovanni is now right behind him. Now it's very important for Psycho not to lose too much time behind him. Let's see the tires. The tires are completely fresh for Psycho. So it's important now that he loses not too much time here behind Crazy John, because he's now fighting against Marcola and Cobra, which are leading currently the race. It looks like he touched there the wall, Marcola, because he lost the first position again. And AP Meister is also only 2.7 seconds away from the first positions. So maybe he drives now for a very short last pit stop. And here Psycho is in the inside. And he's now overtaking Crazy John, and clean overtake. Now he has to defend before the left turn comes. And yeah, it looks like he's now in front, and he's 11 thousandths faster than the fastest lap. Maybe he takes the fastest lap here as well. That would be completely crazy. But still, also very good race from Crazy John. And I think from the strategy, the GTRs has to come again into the pits. Marcola's right front tires, his setup is very aggressive to the front tires. It looks like that because his right front tire is pretty worn right now. But maybe Cobra can drive through, because we have only 6 laps more. So maybe when he plays a bit with the mapping, maybe he's already playing with the mapping, that he comes through here. Very interesting. Castor Troy now in the pits with only 1 liter left in his tank. So let's go back to the first few cars here. So I say it one more time, the link is in the stream chat for your driver of the day. Vote for the driver who you think was the best performer today in the qualification, Super Bowl, maybe also in the sprint race and main race. And we have here again a slipstream, and Marcola is now side by side with Cobra. And that was the overtake. Now on first position we have Marcola now, and on second position we have Cobra. Let's see, Psycho drove a 1:10.7 the last laps, and they in front drive 1 second slower. So we have maybe a showdown like in Group B 2 days ago. And Rotec also on position 6 now, but he's far behind of the first 5. There's a 17 seconds gap after Crazy John. So the first 5 driving in their own league here in this main race. The result of League B will be there then, and I don't know if there's today or tomorrow. We will see. But I think more about tomorrow will be the results online. But there hasn't changed much because we used already the drop to have it not like in the last race and there are big surprises then at the end. So yeah, but Rotec now on position 6. Not so far anymore behind Crazy John, but Crazy John now with fresher tires. But rehabilitation also as well a bit for AP Meister. And now we have again, it's like the same picture like in the first round with a completely different strategy. Could Psycho manage to get here on position 1? Very strong performance here. The whole round 2 on Blue Moon Bay Infield A. He was only a few thousand of a second behind Markula. It was like a showdown of the 2 leaders in the championship in the Super Pole. And now we have Psycho again on position 1. Also a very strong race from Cobra. Markula on 3. Maybe there's a change as well, but there are only 2 laps to go. Then we have AP Meister on position 4. Also very strong race till now. Crazy John as well. Very strong. On position 6, maybe a bit under his possible performance, because he was very strong. He's very strong during trainings, but then in the race it's not working that perfect. It's the guy who switched from Trustmaster to Fanatec. Then we have Splash here, our German friend in the Corvette. Turismo Lici on position 9. Then Magic World, I think also a bit faster than it's shown here. So Cobra now only 7 seconds behind Psycho. And it looks like there was a crash again. Yeah, the car is again completely destroyed. And Cobra went there to the grass. And now Cobra and Markola direct behind each other, and they're only, after that lap, is only 1 more lap to go, I think. Are we done then in the last lap? Because we have nothing shown on the left top corner how many laps we did, but we are on lap 33, and I think now comes the last one. The checkered flag was already held by the race director on the podium there. And Markola and Cobra fighting for the second place. Can Cobra counter? Let's see if there are some fights somewhere, but I think the grid is pretty set here. So only 3 corners left for Psycho to secure his second main race victory. It was again, I think, the strategy, because the speed from the GTRs were there, but still the Viper was a bit slower, but the management of the short shifting. Then congratulations to Psycho for the second race victory. Or do we have one more lap? Okay, it looks like we have one more lap. No, there are 4 laps more. There are 4 laps more. I was looking to my paper now that we are driving 40 laps here, not 34. I was mixing that now with completely another series where I'm driving, because there are 34, but here we drive 41 formation lap and 39 laps then in the race. So I'm sorry for that. So yeah, we are driving 5 more laps. Giovanni has to go here, so Psycho. Yeah, it's a pretty frustrating day for him, but still it's one of his will be most probably one of his drop rounds here. But we see here that AP Meister is not very far behind the 2 GTRs. Maybe we see here a showdown as well. And we see also that Marcola is back on 3rd position. So Cobra countered and is back on position 2. And Crazy John gets closer and closer as well. He drives also 1/10. We have here only 1/10, and there was one slower lap, 1:12.4 from Marcola. So most probably he made somewhere a little mistake, but he has no damage. But he has more tire wear than his manufacturer made there. So the 2 GTRs now still right behind each other like the whole race, but they can see on the long straight already Psycho. Let's see one more time through the field. Yeah, we have I was mixing it with another series. There are 34 laps, but here we are driving 1 plus 39, so 1 formation lap and 39 laps in the race. So yeah, there are 40 laps, and we have 3 more to go for Psycho, and also here 3 laps more to go. Maybe we see here AP Meister closing to the 2 GTRs, and maybe we see here a showdown for the podium at the end as well. And of course, after the race, I will invite the fast drivers to the party where I'm in, and we can make a post-race interview with the top drivers here in this series in League A. So the 2 GTRs will most probably come then to the party if they have time. But still, Cobra is very hard fighting here. And again, the link for the driver of the day voting is still in the stream chat. So please vote for your personal driver of this round. So vote for him, and he will get at the end, so the winner of this voting will get at the end 1 point more for the Drivers' Championship. So but still, Marcola has to work very hard to overtake his clan mate. but there are no teammates here because it's only a driver championship. And AP Meister is almost under 1 second here. Let's see, and Crazy John is the fastest of that pack. Cobra only with a 11.9, 11.3 from Makula. Let's see now. Yeah, Giovanni drives there like a robot in front, so we have 11.3 from Cobra, 11.5 from Makula, 11.4 from AP Meister, and 11.0 from Crazy John. 13.0, yeah, he cannot go the speed of the first 5. Then we have Splash in the Corvette, also very strong race from him. Turismo Lici on 8, and I think Casatroy made too many mistakes to drive, but he has the qualities to drive their front as well. Then a black day for Magic World for Mike here on the USA track, and Manu as well has not his best day. Normally he's pushing his Ferrari completely to the limits, but here it was not his day. So, and now we have final lap written there. So, and here again side by side, 1 lap before the end, the 2 GTRs here into the first corner. Can Cobra counter here, and AP Meister is also right behind them. I think Crazy John is too far away from that 3 here. The rest of the grid is pretty set, so we will stay here on these 3 cars. And Cobra has to drive the fight line to the inside to not lose his first last position on the podium in the main race here. So, but we go back here to Giovanni, aka Psycho from Italia, from Italy, in the Viper, and he secures his second main race win. And here, side by side, and 12,000 of a second, Cobra on position 3. He almost got Marcola on the straight again. What a finish here. What a finish from the 2 GTRs there. Only 12,000 of a second between the second and the third place in this race. What a race. AP Meister on position 4, on 5 Crazy John, very strong race from them as well. Rotek on 6, so he will lose a few points, maybe it's his drop round, we will see how strong he is in the next race in 2 weeks. Then we have Splash DD on 7, then we have Turismo Lici on 8, 9 Castor Troy, on 10 Magic World, on 11 Manu. So we have 3 countries in the first 3 places, Italy, Germany and Belgium, with 2 different manufacturers, the Viper and the 2 GTRs. So congratulations guys to that very amazing race. Sabalu very bad with the disconnect. I think the same with Kidstick. Yeah, pretty bad luck for them. Let's right here again, congratulations to the first 3. To Cobra, Marcola and Psycho. And we are back in 1 or 2 minutes with the post interviews if somebody wants to do it. So stay in the stream for the post interview.
trail of fire, I know we will be free again. In the end we will be one. In a trail of fire I'll burn before you bury me. Set your sights on the sun. Something's tearing me down, and I can't help but feel it's coming from you. She's a shotgun bride with the trigger cries. I just wonder what we've gotten ourselves into. In the trail of fire, I know we will be free again. In the end, we will be one. In a trail of fire, I'll burn before you bury me. Set your sights on the sun. Trail of fire, I know we will be free again. In the end, we will be one. In a trail of fire, I'll burn before you bury me. Set your sights on the sun. Something's tearing me down, and I can't help but feel it's coming from you. She's a shotgun bride with the trigger cries. I just wonder what we've gotten ourselves into. In the trail of fire, I know we will be free again.
So we are back now with the post-race interviews. So hello again to the stream. Yeah, we have here the podium now from the main race. Cobra, Marcola, and Psycho. So congratulations first of all to the podium. So Psycho again with the second victory in the second round of the EGT4M Season 2. But we start with Cobra. It was a very tough fight with Marcola at the end. So what was your point of view at the end of the race?
Yeah, it was a great fight. I was a bit stressful by Marco. He was so fast at the end and me so slow.
Yeah, but still very good recover from the round one. Looks like the round one will be your drop round. So I think you made good points today. Qualification, yeah, maybe we will see you once for in pole. But yeah, but today Marcola and Psycho were too strong, I think, in the Super Pole because they were only, I think, 35,000 of a second was the gap between them. But still, very well driven today from you, and we were looking forward to more of these good results from you. So say thank you to you, Cobra, for driving today, and we will switch now to Marcola. An amazing lap in the qualification. We thought at the beginning that you were throwing away the super pole in that right corner, I think, when you touched completely the grass there, but you stayed
Yeah, man.
you stayed completely on throttle, completely pedal to the metal, I would say. And yeah, at the end it was enough to be that 35,000 of a second in front of Giovanni. So yeah, what was your point of view this round, beginning from the qualification, Super Pole, sprint race? I mean, the sprint race was again amazing, I think, but it was a bit close in the middle of the sprint race, but at the end it was like you drove it home. So what was your point of view of round two?
Yeah, well, on the quali, I really thought it's going to be a really slow lap because I touched the grass, but I was really surprised that I still got on the first place. I thought I'm going to drive like a 10.5 or something,
Yeah,
but that didn't happen, thankfully. And yeah, the sprint race was pretty cool, but on the end, my tires were just dead, and Rotic was like coming in really fast, man. It
yeah,
was really hard to keep him behind. And on the main race, I don't know on which lap, it was like 3 or 4 or something. I was on the left side of Psycho, and he like turned a little on the left, and then I had no room on the left, and I hit the grass and almost touched the wall. And I lost, I don't know, maybe 8-9 seconds because of that.
yeah, yeah. I know. I can remember that. I think there was a little contact there, but
Yeah, there was.
there was a contact, yeah, but we were all glad in the stream that you didn't touch you didn't touch the wall that hard that your car was damaged.
I was going fully on the brakes, man.
Yeah. So I think at the end position 2 was then a very good result because you made big points
Yeah.
again with Super Pole, with the
It
sprint
was,
race, and again, but yeah, at the end, congratulations for the victory in the sprint race and the second place in the main race. So always on podium again. So
Thank you.
so yeah, so we will look forward for your results in the next rounds. So you're looking. I'm sure that you're looking for the championship win here, and
Yeah, I'm trying to, yeah.
yeah, we'll see in the next few weeks how your championship is going. And again, congratulations. And we switch to
Yeah.
Psycho,
Thank you.
to our Italian friend in the Viper. Again, amazing strategy in the main race, which secured, I think, the race win. It was very close in the Super Pole, but at the end you could not get the Super Pole like in round one. but still second place. A bit underpowered, I would say, at the start against the four-wheel drive cars. But yeah, good results again. The race win in the main race. So what was your point of view from this round?
Yeah, I think that I did everything I could in the Super Bowl, to be honest, because I hit basically my optimal in all the trainings. That was the 10.1. So yeah, it was basically a perfect lap for me. Just that the GTR has so much traction out of the slow corners that you cannot match it anyways. In the sprint race I tried to stay close to Rotek, but the McLaren on the straight and the GTR are just rockets, so I just was always a second behind them. I did not have the slipstream, apart from the last two laps when they started fighting each other. Then I hit Rotek in the back and I damaged my front, and that was it basically. In the main race it went pretty good, I have to say. I don't remember the contact with Marco, but if it happened, it happened. But I didn't feel anything, that's why I didn't slow down, to be honest. But for the rest, it was a good fight with John, but I knew that if I could stay out of the trouble, I could win the race, and it happened. That's it.
Yeah, like I think you have said everything. It was exactly like that. Was amazing round 2 from you again. Yeah, and I think from the championship it will change not very much. I think this round, because we started already with the drop rounds, because we didn't want to have it like at the last race we put the drop round then there, and then the completely championship changed then a lot. So we started from the second race with the drop round, so the worst round will drop now out after each race. So I think there will be not changing that much in the championship. But yeah, still, congratulations to all of you, and we will look now for the driver of the day voting. And we have on position 1, we have Psycho, so yeah, we close the vote now because the stream will end now. So yeah, congratulations Giovanni as well for the driver of the day.
Thanks.
So plus
Thanks.
1 point.
Thanks.
Very strong performance of you guys again, and of course the rest of the field, League B and A, very strong races. We saw many fights. We saw very competitive driving. I have to be honest and say that the gap between League B and A was not big this round, I think.
Yeah, the track helped with that.
Yeah, because it's short and yeah.
Yeah.
But
Red
still,
Bull Ring would be basically the same thing in the end.
yeah, congratulations to all winners here in the EGT4M round 2 here on the Blue Moon Bay Speedway, Infield A. And now, yeah, we switch to the next round in 2 weeks. Start then on Tuesday in 2 weeks with the League B, and then in 2 weeks, Thursday, again with League A. So, see you in 2 weeks, and good night.
Bye.
Good night.